Assalamualaikum guys, welcome back to my channel The Beating Bowl, and in today's episode I'll be sharing a recipe of Salted Caramel Brownie Trifle. I know the name is very long, but it's worth it. So then let me just tell you that what we'll do first. Okay, so as you guys can see that I have lined up all the ingredients that we need for this salted caramel sauce, and for that I have taken 1 cup of sugar, then I have 2 tablespoons of water, I have 3 to 4 tablespoons of butter. It's like in room temperature. It's difficult to measure butter in tablespoons, so what you can do is that you can convert the tablespoons into grams, so it is approximately 56 grams. And then I have half a cup of dairy cream, fresh dairy cream, and then I have 1 teaspoon of salt, and here I have 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. Actually I've taken half teaspoon of salt. So here are the ingredients that we need for the salted caramel sauce, and now let me just tell you that what is the first step that you'll be following. Okay, so for the very first step I have just here you guys can see the flame is very low, and I've put the pan onto the stove. And now what I'll be doing is that I'll be adding the sugar inside this pan, and here I've added the sugar. You'll just let it caramelize like maybe just 1 to 2 minutes. You'll not like stir it with a spoon. You'll let it just caramelize for some time, and when it will be hard, what you'll do is that you will just mix it continuously, and then you will turn off until it turns brown. Okay, so right now you can see that sugar is completely caramelized. Actually not completely, but half of it is. You guys can see. Now the stage reaches when you have to just stir it continuously until the sugar melts completely. Okay, so then what we'll be doing is that we'll be adding the butter inside it. Then just make sure not to burn the caramel. Okay, so as you guys can see, the sugar is completely melted, even the small particles of it. So now I'll be adding the butter. Here is our butter. Make sure that you don't burn it. Mix it. This is what it looks after adding the butter too. So what you'll do is that when you will be adding the butter inside the sugar, what you'll be doing is that you will be just turn off your flame, and then you'll just make your flame like low, and then you just again put it on the stove. The butter is completely melted. Now I'll be adding this cream inside the pan. So guys, here is the situation after I added the cream. You just don't need to panic. Just make sure that you don't burn yourself and don't burn the caramel. And now what I'll be doing is that I'll be adding this salt and the vanilla at the same time. Okay, so you'll cook the caramel on a very low flame for just a minute, and on a low flame, make sure. So, and now we'll just take it off from the stove. Okay guys, so for the caramel cream custard, the ingredients that we need are that I have taken 1 tablespoon of cornflour, I have taken 3 to 4 tablespoons of sugar, then I'll take 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and then I have 4 egg yolks, and here I have 1.5 cup of milk which I have boiled. Okay guys, so for the very first step, what I'll be doing is that I'll be adding these egg yolks inside the bowl, and then I'll be adding the sugar. Okay, so now that I am done whisking the sugar and the egg yolks, now I'll be adding the corn flour, and now I'll be adding the vanilla essence. So then again I'll be whisking it up. So after whisking it, now I'll be adding the half cup of milk that we boiled earlier, and now I'll mix it up. And then I'll add this mixture inside the leftover milk that is onto the stove. Okay, as you guys can see, then now that I've added the mixture inside the leftover milk, now we'll just cook it until it's thick and creamy. And then I'll add 1/4 cup of that caramel sauce, prepared caramel sauce. Now that the custard is thick and creamy, now I'll add this prepared caramel sauce. see that I have 400 ml of dairy cream. I'll just whip it until stiff peaks forms, and the custard that prepared earlier, I've just put it into the refrigerator until it's used. Make sure that everything is cold, like we need everything very 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 cold. Okay. After 5 to 7 minutes, the stiff peaks are formed. Here you guys can see it. So now what I'll be doing is that I'll be adding the custard mixture, this one mixture inside this, and I'll be folding it, and let's just do that. Okay, so guys, now it's time for assembling. Okay, so here I have added that custard inside the cream that I whipped. You guys can see. And then here I have the leftover caramel sauce. I've added inside the piping bag. And then here I have some brownies, crumbled brownies. And if you haven't watched the recipe of the crumbled brownies, actually brownies, on my channel, the link will be in the description box below, so just check that out too. So I'll be assembling in this dish, and let's just tell you that what to do next. First of all, I'll be just putting one layer of the brownies here, and then I'll be adding that sauce onto it, and then I'll be just putting that cream custard onto it, and then we'll repeat it for second time. Hope you guys liked the video, and make sure to give it a big thumbs up, and make sure to subscribe my channel. And I just want to clear the point that I've just decorated it with, some of the chocolate chips, and here we are prepared, and we'll just refrigerate it until it's used or until it's consumed. So I'll catch you in the next video. Till then, Allah Hafiz.